he throws a punch, even if he doesn't get countered. You know, one thing that he doesn't do that he wanted to do. He's just one of those guys that's an incredible perfectionist. And it's one of the reasons why he's so good. Very stoic in his demeanor, very calm, very different than Brock Lesnar. In sharp contrast, the way the two conduct themselves and the way the two talk about the fight.
Dave Camarillo, who has been at AKA for years, one of the greatest trainers in mixed martial arts for a long time, said that this is the best fighter to ever train at AKA. And we know the star-studded lineup that has gone through San Jose, California.
Well, he's so far been amazing in the octagon in his performances, especially in his last fight against Nogueira. Just absolutely destroyed the former Pride heavyweight champion Minotauro Nogueira. But, you know, as Brock Lesnar said, this is a totally different beast you're dealing with. There's no one that can prepare you for what Brock Lesnar brings to the cage. And an ever-improving Brock Lesnar. And a Brock Lesnar that just got done beating the very, very difficult challenge in Shane Carwin and has improved since then.
The Shane Carwin game plan worked well early. Cain Velasquez will look to push the pace and continue to pace himself towards victory with his great cardio. That man might be the baddest Viking on the planet. Proud of his heritage, Webster, South Dakota on the farm, Alexandria, Minnesota. He is the UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Brock Lesnar.
He just shoved that cop aside. 1,000 years ago, the only way you saw a guy like this is if they came up on your shore in a boat and then you ran. This guy, you have to consider the fact that he's so dominant, and he's only been fighting for a little over 2 years. He only has 6 fights, and in those 2 years and 6 fights, we've seen drastic and dramatic improvements in his game. And I suspect that that's what we're going to see here tonight. The Brock Lesnar that we saw against Shane Carwin showed that he can overcome adversity, showed that he can take a punch, showed that he can finish by submission. Tonight, we're going to see an even better version of him.
Brock Lesnar, 4-time All-American at Minnesota, National Wrestling Champion. Only the second fighter in UFC history to win a title in his 4th professional fight. The first man, Randy the Natural Couture.
The big question when it comes to Brock Lesnar is what happened in the first round with Shane Carwin. When Shane Carwin was connecting with big punches, what is going to happen if who I believe is superior striker in Cain Velasquez connects on Brock? Will he fall into a shell the same way he did in that fight? Or has Peter Welch improved his boxing enough that he can get past that?
Peter Welch making weekly trips from his home in Boston to the Lesnar camp up in northern Minnesota. Marty Morgan, longtime friend, coach, training partner of Brock Lesnar, the leader of the camp, as Lesnar looks to defend his title tonight against unbeaten Cain Velasquez. Our tale of the
tape for this heavyweight fight.
The champion, 5 years the elder of the challenger. Weigh-ins showed a 20-pound difference, 4-inch reach advantage for Brock Lesnar. Official introductions from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, with Chairman John Frierson, Executive Officer George Dodd. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Nelson Hamilton, Cecil Peoples, and Larry Landless. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, from the sold-out Honda Center in Anaheim, California, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 8 wins, no losses. Standing 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 244 pounds, fighting out of San Jose, California. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the challenger, Cain Velasquez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record, 5 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 264 pounds. Fighting out of Alexandria, Minnesota, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the World, Brock Lesnar!
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're going to keep it clean. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Oh, my goodness.
That's the word, baby.
Oh, my. Oh, this is crazy right now. There's a buzz here at Honda Center. Lesnar, Velasquez. Heavyweight title is on the line.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
Lesnar looks to tie up early.
Right away.
Throws some knees. Brock on the attack. Flying knee from Lesnar.
Brock is relentless, but he wasn't able to take Cain down there.
Brock coming out swinging. There it is.
He got the takedown. Let's see how well Cain fights off his back. Cain back up to his feet. Nicely done by Mr. Velasquez.
We haven't seen him taken down often, if at all, but he's right back up. Velasquez, 2-time All-American at Arizona State. Actually wrestled one of Brock's training partners, Cole Conrad, back for the national championship in '06.
Brock keeping the pressure on Cain. Got him pressed up against the cage here. Cain staying calm.
His cardio is one of his strongest assets. But when Brock Lesnar's leaning on you, that'll test it.
Well, the most important thing in that exchange to me was that Cain was able to defend himself on the ground and immediately get back up to the feet. And back again. And look at that.
Right back up. Brock still has a hold of him, though.
Separated, though. Look at Cain's technique. Perfect.
Nicely done, Cain Velasquez. Brock swinging. Velasquez with a head kick. Deep breath from Lesnar. Cain Velasquez is going to look to stick and move. And he tries to shoot a single.
And Cain has Brock down. Look at this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is huge.
Big shots from Velasquez on Lesnar. Brock's back up.
Brock back to his feet, but Cain has a leg again.
Brock just swinging with anything right now. Velasquez. Lesnar. Spinning out of control. Cain Velasquez eats an uppercut. Oh, huge knee. He's huge knee to the body. Lesnar's in big trouble. Cain Velasquez looking to finish Brock Lesnar.
Plenty of time left. 2 minutes in the round. Knee to the belly. Brock Lesnar is exhausted.
Cain continuing to punish.
Brock Lesnar has got to hold on to Cain Velasquez and try to clear his mind, because he's getting smashed here.
90 seconds left in the round. Velasquez with a knee on the midsection.
The problem is, this is not Shane Carwin. He's going to pick his shots. He learned from watching Carwin. He's going to pick his shots, and he's not going to gas himself out.
Lesnar trying to get back up. And he does. But he's exhausted. And he gets rocked again. Lesnar covering up. Velasquez pouring it on. Hammer fist. 50 seconds.
That's it.
It is all over. Cain Velasquez is the UFC heavyweight champion.
Complete, total domination.
Combat history made here tonight. The first ever Mexican heavyweight champion.
That was a matter of technique versus horsepower, and technique just won in a big way. Total domination. Let's take a look at this again. Here, Brock's on the bottom, bloodied up badly. Look how badly he's cut on his cheek, and Cain is just smashing him. Brock is not intelligently defending himself, and Herb Dean stops the fight. And here you see Cain Velasquez just unloading on Brock Lesnar. Cain weathered the early storm, defended himself from the bottom, got right back up to his feet quickly, and made a big, big impression here tonight.
And as you said, Joe, he picked his spots in the ground and pound. He didn't burn himself out and effectively finished Brock because of that.
He just fought perfect, Mike. That's what he did, and that's what he's done every time he's been in the octagon. He's bounced back from adversity every time we've seen him fight. I mean, the guy's just a monster. Cain Velasquez is something special.
Cain Velasquez is the heavyweight champion.
Man, what a performance.
Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 12 seconds of the very first round. Declared the winner by TKO, and now the new UFC undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Cain Velasquez.
Viva la Mexico. Wow. Here's Joe.
Incredible performance. Did you feel like it was going to go down this way?
I didn't. I trained for a 5-round fight. And that's what I was hoping, man. I'm always ready for that. I wasn't expecting this. You can't